we don't know as much about our waterways as we probably should.
This was something much more serious.
It was like opening up a Pandora's box of issues about water.
This event started on Twitter with Governor Earl Ray Tomlin's initial tweet a little after 5:30 that day. And it became a Twitter event. It became a social media event.
It was tragic, but it also confirmed for us what we were really seeing, even just trying to investigate issues of looking at water quality in this state.
What we saw from that chemical spill is that when we don't have water, it creates a serious, serious situation, and not one that's just, oh, environmentalists care about it. Everybody cares about it. Citizens care about it. Businesses care about it. It's wildly important to us, and we see it when we realize it when it's gone or when it's not available to us.
Everybody understood the gravity of the situation. It was a lot bigger incident than we were giving it respect for.
It was a mess. I was lucky. I had water, but that meant I was sort of ground zero for people who needed showers, who needed to fill up water bottles, for people who just kind of wanted a place where they could get away from the no water situation wherever they were and feel a sense of normalcy for a little bit.
It was like the Batman movie where the Joker poisons everything and within 3 days everybody is stinky and disheveled. And that was really a number one takeaway. How long is it going to be before we can all stand to be in close proximity to each other again?
We all were in a bit of disbelief when Gary Southern, someone handed him a bottle of water during that first news conference outside the Freedom Industries headquarters, and he took a swig of water from this bottle.
It was a poor move to open the bottle of water and drink.
I think we couldn't quite believe that he'd made that kind of a blunder in the midst of all of this, and it really set the tone. That first news conference, the way it was organized, the way Gary Southern interacted with the media, that really set the tone for the way he was perceived by media and how he was perceived in the community.
No one had any answers, including Freedom, to anything at that point. And I think it pretty much summed up the frustration of media and the public. So seeing that press conference and watching that, I don't think I felt any differently than anyone else that was a journalist or a member of the public at all.
When the all clear was called, we were pretty early adopters in trusting the water system again, because we are so close to the source that we felt that flushing was going to sufficiently get it out of our pipes in the short term.
The second thing it taught us is that we have to be protective of that water. I mean, we have to be protective of that water because so much of our state, so much of our businesses, our economy depends on it. It is not just people who care about the environment. They care about the environment because of its value to the people that live here. So we have to be protective of it. And that doesn't mean saying nothing can happen around water, because again, there's so much water that's not even close to possible. But we do have to be vigilant when it comes to being protective of it.
I don't know that I would say that even still we officially trust the water. We have switched to bottled water, drinking and cooking, and we also have a tabletop distiller in case we can't get to a bottled water supply. So in that, I don't know that we'll ever trust the city water system in Charleston again. As far as bathing and washing clothes, within a couple of weeks, everything was otherwise back to normal while we figured out what we wanted to do in regards to our drinking water.